How's everyone today? I'm here with my WWE NXT live experience video. Of course, last night I went to WWE NXT Live here in Sacramento, California at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium on, what was yesterday? The 27th? Yeah, so October 27th yesterday. I went on a Thursday. It's actually the very first time I went to a wrestling show on a Thursday, so it was pretty cool to go on a wrestling show on a Thursday. But before I get into that, I actually got a package kind of related, considering it's about an event I went to earlier this month at No Mercy. I got a package from WWE Shop in the mail. As you guys can tell, it is a poster tube. And in that poster tube, I already took it out, it will be the official No Mercy poster. Here it is, yeah, Miz and Maurice. Maurice looking amazing in the poster, might I add. Pretty nice poster, you know. Of course, I was at No Mercy, which is why I got this poster. I like to get things that kind of commemorate my trip or events I've been to, and it was 30% off when I got it, so that's the big reason why I got this poster. So I just showed off, considering that's what I got in the mail today. Actually, before I was leaving, I noticed that on my doorstep, so I thought I'd just throw that in there. But yeah, yesterday, well, kind of today, because still I just got home a little after the show. So if I'm a little tired and I'm a little not energetic, it's because the show kind of killed me, and I kind of just want to go to bed at this point. So apologize if I'm not the most energetic in this video. But yeah, I went to the show. My day was pretty hectic. Well, not pretty hectic, but pretty busy. Got up not early, but not like late. I don't know the correct phrase to get it. It's not early, but not late at the same time. I don't know. I got up a pretty decent hour, I guess I should say. And I got ready. We went out probably like 3. And no, when I say I got up early, it doesn't mean I got up at 2. I got up earlier, but we just, getting ready, I guess. Just, I don't know, the excitement was kind of overtaking me. We left about 3. Show didn't start till 7:30, but we wanted to explore the downtown area, because I don't really explore downtown area, so I thought it'd be nice to go there and check it out, check a few things out. We did that. That was pretty fun, so I pretty much occupied our time. And then show came, it was about 6. Went to go find parking, which was right next to the place, which was just perfect. Very, very coincidental. Not coincidental, but very convenient, I should say. Like $10 parking too, so not bad at all. Very good parking space. It's like, because we're right next to it. So we sat in the car for a little bit because it was pouring rain, unfortunately, and I did not want to wait in the line. I did not want to wait in line in the rain. So I figured I'd just sit in the car for about a half an hour until 6:30, because I figured then that's when the doors would be open, and that's when the doors were open. So we got in at 6:30, and of course, this is my first time at the Memorial Auditorium, so I've never really seen anything. It's a really nice place. Really cool too. Right when you walk in, the merch stand's like right there. So of course, I don't know if you like me, but of course, when I go to a show, the first thing I kind of go to is the merch stand to check out what they have there. And so the merch stand, I was looking at it, and there's 3 things that kind of, well, technically 2, and the third one kind of just, was in the spur of the moment. But definitely, I think there's some good things, I think, or I personally think these are some good items. As you guys can tell, they're in plastic bags. Like I said, it was pouring out rain, and I did not want any of my stuff to get wet after the show. So they had some bags to take, and that's exactly what I did. And of course, the first thing I saw that I really, really wanted, because I think these are absolutely awesome, was the match card for the show right here. Of course, you have the showdown in Sacktown right there. Really cool poster. I really like that NXT does this for all their live events. I think that makes that even more special, because it's a simple thing, but it's a really cool souvenir to take home. So I really like that they do these match card posters for each show. But there are 2 matches on here that were changed due to Austin Aries' injury. He wasn't on the show, so they had to change 2 matchups, but everything else was correct on this card. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there is the poster. Really, really cool. You actually had 2 options for this poster. You actually could get it signed or an unsigned one. This is the unsigned one, obviously, which was only, I think, $20, and the signed one was $75. So you do the math there. The moment she said $75, I said, I'll get the unsigned one. I think it'd be easier for me to just take this to Access and get it signed by everyone if I really wanted to. So, yeah, so I got that. Really cool. Just really nice memorabilia item there. And of course, the second thing, oh, I can't even speak right now, I got was the NXT program. Obviously, you can tell it's a little outdated because Finn Balor is on the cover, as well as Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews and Bayley. I think Nakamura and Asuka and Joe are the only ones on this cover that are still there. But you know what? I didn't get this back at WrestleMania weekend, so I thought it would be a cool thing to get it now. Nice picture of Finn Balor at the inside right there. I know Nakamura's in this. I think this just came out for WrestleMania weekend, or just in time for WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, see right there, Shinsuke Nakamura. So, got the program. And the other thing I got that, I wasn't going to get it, but I saw it, and I saw how cheap it was. I said, why not? And it is the signed Shinsuke Nakamura, I think 11 by 14 photo. It's a really nice photo of him, and it's signed too as well. It was only $10, so I said, why not? Let me get this. I think it's a really cool thing. Really nice picture of Nakamura, and it's signature on it too. And you can actually tell it's actually signed because you can still see like the little smudge on it. So it's not printed. He actually did sign these, so it's really cool. So I just picked up those 3 things. That's all I really wanted. Everything else are just things I could get on WWE Shop at another time on sale as well. So got those 3 things, and then I went to my seats, and of course the one thing I did not grab were the ticket stubs, which are right here. Of course, there are the tickets right there. I had 2 tickets. I had section B, row 3, seats 5 and 6. So there's the tickets right there. And yeah, we got our seats probably about half an hour before the show started. Pretty much just, sat there and wasted time and killed time. They showed some clips on the network on the Titantron, pretty much some Goldberg stuff because he just came back. I talked to my good friend Isaac, who's at the show as well. Chatted with him for a little bit, so that was pretty fun. And some guy dressed as Sting was in the audience. He was up on the upper level, and he got a pretty big pop, and everyone was chanting Sting, Sting, Sting. So that was you always had that one cosplay guy who just gets mildly over because of who he's dressed as. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, I'd pretty much waited for the show to start. I want to say the attendance overall I thought was pretty good. I think almost the entire floor was pretty much filled for the most part. Upper section really wasn't all that filled. It was kind of like scattered, just people like in random sections. But the floor part was pretty full for the most part. There's some empty seats still, but it was pretty good attendance, I think, for the show. And then Mike Rome came out, who was the announcer, pretty much getting the crowd hyped up. And which, by the way, Mike Rome's an awesome ring announcer. Him and Greg Hamilton should be the lead announcers on both shows. I know Greg Hamilton's doing SmackDown, but Mike Rome should be doing Raw because he's that good. Even though he did screw up twice on the show by his announcing, which I'll get to later. But he did a really good job. But yeah, sat down and just waited, and of course the show started. And the opening match was Patrick Clarke versus Murphy. Of course, on the poster it's supposed to be Roderick Strong, but due to Austin Aries' injury, like I said, they did flip it, so Murphy ended up taking up Roderick Strong's place in this match against Patrick Clarke. If you followed me on Twitter for the past year and a half, or especially during last year's Toughen Up season, I don't like Patrick Clarke at all. But I will say this. He did start to win me over in this match. I think his gimmick, his character, whatever he is very flamboyant, feminine, Orlando Jordan wannabe character, whatever he's doing, I think he's actually doing a great job with that character. Watching him doing that character portray it, I thought he did it really, really well. I was actually almost finding myself cheering for him because that's how good of a job he's doing with that character. So the gimmick Patrick Clarke currently has, I honestly like it. I think he can actually do something unique with it, or at least entertaining, to say the least. So yeah, Patrick Clarke was pretty entertaining. Murphy, very underrated if you ask me. I think Murphy's a great in-ring worker, and I thought him and Patrick Clarke put on a very fun, entertaining match. Patrick Clarke had a sparkled headband, which Buddy Murphy ended up taking and putting on himself. So there's some entertainment involved in this match, and the wrestling was pretty solid as well. Patrick Clarke did win with a springboard crossbody, which actually looked pretty good. So fun opening match. I enjoyed it. I thought both guys had a really good performance. Patrick Clarke sold pretty well as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed that opening match between Patrick Clarke and Murphy, or Buddy Murphy, because he got his first name back. So good stuff there. From there on, we had a women's tag team match. Of course, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce taking on Daria Baronetto and Aaliyah. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay come out to the band to be called the best friends of NXT. And this match overall is it's decent. Daria or Daria, whatever it's pronounced as. She's improved. I actually thought she had a very solid showing in this match. And Aaliyah is pretty good too as well. Some good heel work by Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, but besides that, the match itself is decent. Nothing really too spectacular. Aaliyah did submit Peyton Royce, which kind of surprised me because I thought for sure Peyton Royce and Billie Kay get the win. But Aaliyah and Daria get the surprise victory, if you ask me. So decent match, whatever. And then we go to which I personally thought was the match tonight. Oney Lorcan versus Roderick Strong, making his NXT live event debut. Very, very happy to see Roderick Strong. I was very excited when he got announced for this show. and it's his live event debut as well. You know, he didn't debut the night before in Fresno for some reason, but since Austin Aries was injured, well, he was on the card anyways, but he filled in for Austin Aries' spot in his match with Oni Lorcan, and I will say this match was fucking awesome. This was very stiff, technical, fast-paced, some amazing transitions, just an awesome match. This is definitely the match that the crowd was most involved in. This is awesome chant throughout the match. Roderick Strong is like $1,000,000. Roderick Strong's so good. I'm so happy he's in WWE right now, and I'm very, very happy for him. And I remember their match at BOLA, PWG Battle of Los Angeles 2014. They had a match, but this match might have been better than that one. I mean, I have to go back and watch that match, obviously, because I haven't seen it since I watched the shows back in 2014. But this match is just a killer match. Awesome transition when Oni Lorcan was going for just a bunch of running uppercuts in the corner, and Roderick Strong just captured him in midair into a backbreaker. Freaky Rider Strength was in effect in this match, and Roderick Strong took $1,000,000. Chops left and right, just heard around the auditorium. Just words can't put over enough how awesome this match is. I really enjoyed this. Just awesomeness from both men, and like I said, match tonight if you ask me. And Roderick Strong gets a victory with the end of Heartache. Was not expecting to use that move at all. As soon as he went to WWE, I thought he'd be using the sick kick as his finisher only. The fact that he busted out the end of Heartache, I marked out huge for that, and it was very awesome to see. So, seeing Roderick Strong debut, making his NXT Live debut, was an honor as well, because I was at his last indie event in PWG, so I was very happy to see his NXT Live debut. But yeah, awesome match, really enjoyed that. And then of course we go to the next match, which was Ty Dillinger versus Blake, or Wesley Blake now, because he got his first name back as well. Very entertaining match here, started off just goofing around. Of course, Ty Dillinger with his 10 signs. He had 3 of them. He had one that he held in his entrance, had one in his knee pad, and one in his trunk, so that was pretty funny. The crowd was just really into this match as well, just mainly playing along the 10 thing. We called Wesley Blake a 2, then we called him 1, then a 0, then a -1. Just different, low number chances for Wesley Blake, and he's trying to tell us that he was a 10, then he said that he was 11. So entertaining match. Pretty long though too. This match I want to say went about 15 minutes, around there. Well, it felt like that at least. So it was a pretty long match. It might have been the longest match on the card, to be perfectly honest. I felt like it went a while. But it's some good entertainment. Enjoyed that. Ty Dillinger was just so madly over. And by the way, Roderick Strong, monster pop. Probably second biggest pop of the night next to Nakamura. Maybe third next to Asuka actually, but just huge pop from Roderick Strong in the show as well. But yeah, Ty Dillinger and Blake had a pretty entertaining match. I enjoyed that. Ty Dillinger did get the win with the neck breaker on the back of his knee. So that was good. And a really cool thing happened after the match was I actually had a kid sit in front of me. He was about 4.5 years old, because I was talking to his dad a little bit. Because the kid was just, the way he was acting, it was just, it was cute. And Ty Dillinger, the kid was wearing a Ty Dillinger shirt, and Ty Dillinger saw that and actually went up to the kid and gave him the shirt and actually have a video of it. I just thought that was a really cool thing of Ty Dillinger to do for the kid. So Ty Dillinger, class act, entertaining match as well. After that match, we had an intermission for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, not very long. During intermission, they had like a little game on the Titan-chan where it was like Guess a Superstar, where they had the body figure, but they were all blacked out and you couldn't see who it is, but you could really tell. It was very obvious who each person was, and so that was pretty fun to do, I guess. And then they had a little trivia as well, like who's the longest reigning WWE champion of all time, who's the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time, just different little games throughout intermission as well. So that was intermission pretty much flew by after that. Sorry about that. And then another thing I should add that I thought that was really cool of them to do was, because the match after intermission was Bobby Roode versus No Way Jose. Before intermission, they actually had a backstage thing on the Titantron between No Way Jose and Bobby Roode, pretty much trying to saying what's to come next. And that's just a little thing again. Little things I love. That's a little thing they don't need to do at live events, but they do it anyways. So I thought that was a really cool thing for them to do, to pretty much say this is what's going to come next. So you have something to look forward to when you come back. Alright, quick interruption, because as always, you forgot to mention something in the video, and it's something I forgot to mention in the video, that before the second half of the show started, William Regal actually did come out and did thank the crowd for everything they've done for NXT, because without the fans, of course, NXT would not be what it is today. So I just thought I would mention that real quick, because that was something I thought was really cool that, Regal traveled with them and actually came out to cut a promo to thanking the fans. So that's just something I thought I would throw it in there because, like, again, I forgot to mention the video as, of course, every video I make, at least for me, I feel like I forget at least something. And after the fact that you made the video, like, oh, I really forgot about that. So I just want to throw that in there real quick. And yeah, let's get back to the rest of the video. But yeah, coming from intermission, like I said, going to No Way Jose versus Bobby Roode. No Way Jose, very entertaining. Again, he had his T-shirt, and the kid in front of me, No Way Jose, came down and gave him his T-shirt as well because the kid was all up the No Way Jose sign. And I guess they gave him a token of appreciation, and he gave him the shirt as well. So this kid got 2 shirts from 2 wrestlers in back-to-back matches. So that kid was one lucky kid. Definitely had an experience that he will never forget, which is what you always want to do when you go to these shows, have an experience that you're never going to forget. So that kid's going to remember the show for the rest of his life, I would hope. So that was very awesome. No Way Jose did that as well. Bobby Roode played an excellent heel. He comes out. No Way Jose is trying to get in the dance. Bobby Roode tells... He tells the people to play his theme song again because, he came out and he's like, no, play my music again. And, they do the whole glorious chorus, and it was just absolutely awesome. And then the crowd was chanting one more time, and Bobby just got the mic and goes, no, and drops the mic, and I thought that was just great heel work from him right there to do that. But, yeah, No Way Jose and Bobby Roode kind of messed around for a little bit at the beginning. They probably didn't lock up till like a couple minutes after the match actually started. I thought it was a good, solid match from both men. You had some entertainment in it as well, with No Way Jose doing like the hip shaking and stuff, and kind of fooling Bobby Roode into doing it as well. So I thought that was a good, entertaining match. Like I said, Bobby Roode played an excellent heel in this. I thought there was some good back and forth action. Match spun around to the outside, and Bobby Roode actually got into the face of that little kid once again that I was just talking about that No Way Jose gave a shirt to. The poor little kid got 2 T-shirts and Bobby Roode picking on him. What a night for that kid. So that was pretty hilarious to see Bobby Roode go up to the kid, stare him down, and just go and walk away. That was pretty funny. But good solid match. Bobby Roode gets a win with the spine buster, then followed by with a DDT. So yeah, fun match. Enjoyed that. And Bobby Roode was just absolutely glorious. Love that, man. And then of course we go to the NXT Women's Championship match. Asuka versus Mandy Rose. The match was entertaining. Asuka had a huge pop. She was mildly over. Asuka looked like $1 million in this match, and Mandy Rose definitely needs to... she's improving, but she definitely needs to improve a lot more. She busted out some maneuvers that actually did impress me a little bit. But for the most part, she just shouldn't be in championship matches by any means right now. They should have put, I don't know, Peyton Royce or Billie Kay against Asuka in this show, to be perfectly honest. But, Mandy Rose, I think she held her own for the most part. But Asuka just, a lot of hip tacks and just messing around. So, decent match, but Asuka made it seem a lot better than it actually was somehow. But Asuka does win with the Asuka lock, so she retains the championship. A pretty lengthy match as well. I want to say it's about, it went over 10 minutes to say at least. So, yeah, it was decent, but like I said, Asuka made it seem like a really good match somehow. So, goes to show how great she is. And then, of course, go to our main event, which was dubbed a triple threat tag team match by Mike Rome, which was the first mistake that he made of the night, which was, actually a 6-man tag, but he dubbed it a triple threat instead, because I guess it's 3 and 3, or he just screwed up in general, I don't know. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura and TM61, or TM61, I should say, taking on Samoa Joe and the Authors of Pain. It was pretty cool to see Paul Ellering with the Authors of Pain. Didn't expect him to be on the show, so it's pretty cool to see him come out with the Authors of Pain. Match itself is fine. It's not a great match, but it's not bad. It was a good main event. He pretty much had the Authors of Pain as well as Samoa Joe working on Nick Miller the entire time until he eventually got that hot tag to Shane Thorne. We got the hot tag to Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura and Joe had a nice stare down in the match, and they actually went at it for a little bit. This match, which I was marking out for, because I wasn't really expecting them to go at it that much, but they had a pretty nice sequence in this match. And then you pretty much had the chaos at the end of the match of just everyone attacking everyone. And the referee's distracted Samoa Joe, low blows Nick Miller, and brings him into the Kokita clutch. And Nick Miller submits. So Samoa Joe and Authors of Pain get the victory in this match. Very surprised with that. I thought for sure Nakamura and TM61 would get the victory, but the heels won. So that was a pretty nice surprise as well. Excuse me. But after the match, TM61 and Nakamura attack Authors of Pain and Samoa Joe. Or actually, no, Joe and Authors of Pain continue the beatdown. Then, of course, Shane Thorne and Shinsuke Nakamura make the save. they beat down Autism's Pain, which leads to Shinsuke Nakamura hitting the Kinshasa on Samoa Joe to send the crowd happy. And the show ends that way. They pose in the ring with Nakamura doing, of course, the ring pose, and TM61 doing their pose. And they celebrate in the ring for a little bit, of course, and then they leave after that. So, yeah, that's pretty much the show. I had a ton of fun. I thought it was a great show overall. Just a lot of fun matches. Like I said, the women's matches are probably the only matches that honestly weren't that good. Even then, like I said, Asuka played great in her match, so she made the match better than it actually was. Patrick Clarke had a really good opening match with Murphy. Ty Dillinger and Blake was an entertaining match. Bobby Roode and Noah Jose was pretty good. Main event was fun. And Roderick Strong and Orny Lorcan just absolutely knocked it out of the park and had an awesome match. And I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I think that does it for this video, guys. Just tons of fun. If NXT ever comes to you or where you live, definitely make it a point to go see it live. There's nothing like it. These live shows NXT do are just so much fun. I've been to, how many NXT shows I've been to since it's been an actual brand itself. I think this was my 5th one. Yeah, because I went to 3 last year, and I went to TakeOver Dallas, and of course this show. So I've been to 5 NXT shows in the past 2 years, and they've been a highlight every single time. It's so much fun, and I can't put up NXT shows over enough. At least the live on the road trips. The local Florida shows, from what I can see, aren't the best ones because they have the house show talent. But yeah, when on the road like this, definitely make it a point to go see it live because it's definitely worth the trip. And it's a lot of fun. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching the video.